What's up, yo?
Yep, welcome back.
From one person that we have to hunt for to the next. This guy has going from
There's
country to country.
comment, right?
Oh yes, there's comments. Meanwhile, let's look at the comments. We have
BSMLHH99.
H99.
How do you remember your own user ID, man?
You said people are desperate. They do almost anything to get what they want. That's
That
true.
is true.
It's true.
That's in reference, of course, to the old lady who was being robbed in Brooklyn, right? In the elevator. And K-Sub said,
right?
why can't it happen in Singapore? Look at our old local folks. They're walking showrooms of their wealth. I guess the old folks just don't trust banks enough.
It's true. I think, for the old folks, sometimes they're not so...
Tech savvy.
Yeah,
maybe.
so tech savvy. Yeah. They find it hard to, use the ATM machine, or they find it very troublesome.
I find it hard to use the ATM machine. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Helmi is going to say
Right.
you are part of the old folk collective. But, of course, he's not going to say that.
Because
Our
they're always
cameraman.
saying funny.
I know, inadvertently. Okay, yes.
Another comment from BSMLLH99. Poor old man. He lost his walking cane as well.
Okay, this is also in reference to the old
To
lady.
the-
Yeah,
old
it wasn't an old
lady.
man. It was Madame France was the name, right?
Yes.
But
So-
it's okay. I mean, you can't really tell from the
top
top.
The hat,
it's
which
a little hard.
which had a little
Yeah.
ribbon.
Yeah, she's wearing a hat.
Yeah, she's wearing a hat.
was
Well,
wearing a
anyways,
hat.
we have another clip.
Yep.
And
Yes.
a comment from a cameraman. Yeah.
Yes, we had someone over in the weekend, and what did you
Alain
guys think
Robert,
of him?
right?
Elaine Robert.
He came down to our studio.
Yep.
That's right.
What did you guys think when he came down to our
His
studio?
pants were way too tight, man.
His pants
Oh.
looked like
I don't think he
leather.
can breathe.
They were-
I don't know if you guys saw the clip, where he, the
Talk
downloadable
to the
clip,
people
right?
in
It looks like
Point
he
Blank.
forgot the top half of his Spider-Man suit, but he kept the bottom half on.
Good point.
The
Good
orange
point.
pants.
But I mean, he can climb buildings, and we
That's
can't.
right.
So
But
we gotta hand it to him. There he is,
climbing all
doing
the
the
way.
thing he do.
He does.
He do best.
do that.
He do best.
He came all the way from France to scale Suntec City as part of our Straits Times anniversary.
That's right.
Wow.
You can see Straits Times a part
That
of
is
my life.
very, very
Hi.
amazing.
Hi.
Yes, so 54 floors he had to climb, and he
Which is
actually-
nothing to him, I'm sure.
Actually, he mentioned in an interview that Suntec City on a scale of 1 to 10,
It's
difficulty
only
was
5, right?
was 6 actually.
Is it?
Five,
But
yeah, I
five,
think it's
five,
five.
5, but
Five.
Petronas Towers was like a
Like
2.
two.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Maybe it
Petronas
wasn't the
Towers
height,
is...
I think it's
but
about
it's
the
more
height.
the. It's
Yeah,
more
because
the
Petronas
vertical.
Towers is
difficulty,
way higher, right?
How
So
tall?
what
Suntec
was
City.
what was the does anyone know what was the tallest building he ever climbed, or the
Oh,
most
sure, he
difficult?
climbed the Taipei 101.
101,
I
which
think
is
it's
1 to
the tallest.
1
Is
to
it?
1, 1 to 1, something like that. Either
Is
so.
it 101?
Sears Towers
Okay,
in
CS
Chicago.
Towers in Chicago says mothership.
Yeah, Mothership says that, but how high is the Sears? Let's test Mothership. How high is the Sears Towers in Chicago, Mothership? Oh, she's gonna check it out. But meanwhile, there we see him climbing up.
And he's done it.
Amazing! Wow.
When he reaches up, he
Ooh,
calls his
wow.
wife.
Oh, he called his wife. Oh, honey, I made it.
I'm
I'll be
dead.
coming home for Christmas.
Christmas.
Wasn't Samantha in
Instead
the
of
crowd?
taking the lift, he just
Yeah. He just
Because I saw the
rappels all
balding
way down.
patch.
FYI, according to Mothership, Sears Towers is 1,450 feet and at 110 stories. So Suntec City at 54 stories is a walk in the park.
cakewalk.
Yeah,
It's
half
a walk in
its
the park,
height.
man. Yeah, half its height.
Well
But that's
done,
probably why-
Spidey.
That's probably why his hair is so straggly now. All of it got blown by the wind.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Sorry. There's been a web comment that came in from BSMLLH99. Wow!
Okay, BSMLLH99. Tell me as a question for you.
What
he
is-
wonders how you can memorize your name and what.
What does it
means.
stand
Okay,
for?
I like his comment. His comment went, wow, really interactive. Cool, huh? So you actually are surprised that we interact. We said we're interactive. We will interact with you guys. So yeah.
We
Come
do
on, keep the
everything.
comments coming,
We
yo.
do everything short of putting our hand through your computer. That's what we do.
And
Well,
Clever
like the
Best
ring.
has said he was there.
And Helmi has tried it.
I was there at Suntex.
That's
See,
right.
they never listen to me, these boys. Okay, I was there at Suntex Square. Suntex Square, good show by Spider-Man, but sadly, I didn't win the car. Haha.
I was there too.
You were there too,
Clever
Amanda?
Best.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was very
That's so clever
interesting.
after
I
all.
think the atmosphere was great. There were like, I don't know how many thousands of people there
Thousands,
watching.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It said there were like 15,000 entries for the draw, so I think at least
Wow.
a few thousand people were there to watch him.
Okay, so it was more for the draw lah.
No.
I think
Really,
it's like
when
the
they're
attraction.
all out to celebrate Straits Times anniversary. Or something, you know?
That's right.
Yeah.
Didn't you know? As rich as gold underneath its toilets, according to somebody.
I tried.
Oh.
Which?
Well,
brings us-
BSMLLH99 says, if only Spider-Man could leap off from the building with a parachute, that would be great. Anyway, good show. Aww.
That's base jumping, right?
Yeah, base jumping. But anyway, good show. We should be referring to us lah, not base jumping.
Oh yeah, it's a great show.
I thought he was referring to Spider-Man.
No, good show was to us, right? Wait.
Are you sure?
No, big show.
I wanna know what
The good show was to
BSMLH99
us,
stands
right?
for.
Like, to us,
BS.
right?
BS.
It was to
Okay,
us,
I
right?
tell you what it stands for.
It was to us, right?
BS. It stands for Big Spider-Man Looking a Little
Hero 99. Okay, on to our next story.
Tell us what BSMLLH99 means, if you please.
And before we get that reply, we're moving on.
Yes.
To
We have
the
another
old
thing.
man story in the newspaper. Tell us all about it.
Great. Okay, I'm gonna tell you all about it.
Great.
Okay, Sarah, sorry. Go ahead.
Huh? Which one? Oh, this one.
Oh, despicable.
Oh, yes. This one was actually pretty sad, I think. It really tells us about the sorry state of
Graciousness.
graciousness and courtesy in Singapore. This sweet old man, look at him. He's a really sweet old man, right?
Aw.
Basically, he went to a coffee shop at Little India, and when he asked for a coffee, please, he was like, "Can I have a coffee, please?" The guy actually said, "What is coffee, please?"
How to make
How to
ah?
make.
How to make coffee, please.
Keep in mind, this guy's a retiree, 75 years old. Mr.
Yeah.
Lee.
So he was just basically like being really rude, and another guy actually stood up for him, Mr. Chan.
Ramchandani.
Ramchandani, he actually stood up for him and said, like, you should have just said, thank you, or, yes, I'll get you one, that kind of thing. But he told the guy to mind his own business.
What? No, was it an honest mistake? No.
No,
As in-
I think.
No, the guy went, coffee,
guy-
please, what's that,
how
No,
to make
I don't
ah?
think so.
No,
The
it
guy
wasn't
was- It
a.
wasn't an
The
honest mistake.
I
supervisor eventually admitted that he was making fun of the retiree.
Right.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
So maybe people are not used to
Oh.
like
Good
saying
manners.
please. You think?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Where
it's
is the
kinda-
coffee shop?
Little
Little
India.
India. It was a food court in Little India.
Gosh.
Have you guys encountered stuff like that? Like when
No.
you try to be polite?
No.
Look,
No.
because Sarah and
there
we were just
was one
discussing
time-
about taking cabs, right? And when we get into the cabs, we just say, "Hi, uncle, how's it going?" And they always treat us in kind.
Yeah, I think usually like,
Well, they don't feel like talking.
usually they're just like, okay, and yeah.
Because I think most people just go in and they just shout out the destination.
Yeah.
So if you try to make strike a conversation, then they're like shocked or I don't know how to react.
Yeah. I mean, I guess so. But this guy was deliberately poking fun at a
Yeah.
guy who was being polite, which
In
is
this
wrong.
case, yeah.
And it's an old
Which is
guy,
rude.
just trying to be polite
Yeah.
and everything. And it's not a very good example, I think.
And
for
it's in
younger
Singapore
Little
graciousness.
India.
people. Yes.
It was
Okay.
Little India. I'm guessing that there are tourists who have come to that shop before and said coffee, please, or something.
Yeah.
sure.
I
So
wouldn't be surprised. And so I guess this guy just had a bad attitude.
very. Yes. Next item, we were talking, as you all know, we were talking about gold, right? Well, this was what we were talking about. Okay. Now this guy, this was also featured in the newspaper, so it was in paper cut today. This was in newspaper. He was digging
Terengganu?
for the toilet
Yeah.
and strikes gold. Now this Terengganu villager, Abdul Rahman, had been trying to dig a hole
For his
in his
toilet.
backyard
For his toilet. Yeah. And then what happened was that he accidentally found like bits of like gold
In the
dish,
muddy water.
yeah, nuggets. And when he sieved it, he actually found out that is actually gold. So after he found that he had gold, he was like, oh, great stuff. Like, he earns how much? How much does he earn?
I think now up to 3,000 ringgit. No, 2,000 plus ringgit.
2,000 plus,
3,000,
yeah. So,
which is more than he usually gets.
When he doesn't
Because he
go
was a rubber
when he doesn't-
tapper.
Yeah,
previously.
when he doesn't go to work on the plantation, what happens is that his son or him will take turns mining the gold, and apparently there's still a lot more gold where it came from.
Yeah, where it came in his
Wow.
backyard, apparently. So yeah, apparently other sites that have been known were the like Mersing in Johor, and apparently Mersing Beach. Who would have
Let's
thought?
all move there.
No,
because I'm
we shall
sure
go there
it's
for
all
company
over the
retreat.
land.
No, what I want to know is that
I'm
did they
digging
ever
for
get to actually digging that toilet? So what, they haven't
don't
gone to the
think-
toilet yet?
Yeah.
And they-
Probably
Forget
not,
the
though.
toilet.
There are a lot of
Forget the
rivers
toilet,
in
man.
Malaysia.
You'll be peeing on gold. Seriously, would you really want a toilet anymore?
golden showers and gold.
It's like,
Anyway, moving on.
ew. Okay, BSMLL said goodbye and nice to be online with you all. See you later and bye. And Kirsterk.
Okay,
Okay,
success.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
normally
we
I
are-
just ask for kopi siwana. That is all.
Wana.
Wana.
That's kind of cute. Wana. Wana. Which is I
Very
guess, pretty
typical,
common.
I think.
Yeah, most people in Singapore. Well, do you guys mind your P's and Q's? You say please and thank you. I don't know if you guys do. Hello. Any
I
of you?
do.
We
Yeah.
do.
We do.
We are
We're
inherently
in, we're
very
in,
polite.
we're in polite company.
We say our thank yous and
When we're in polite company, we do.
Yeah.
So when you're around me, you're like not polite lah.
Yes.
And
We
if-
try
Right.
every morning for 5 minutes. We try to be polite for 5 minutes.
to me,
Then it runs out. Then we're like, Sarah.
The threshold level has dropped. For
Okay,
Sarah.
as Sarah lays here depressed, we are now
Realizing
come
the
to the
truth
end.
of what Daryl thinks of her.
you see, later you can stick on for Point Blank that's coming on
That's
at
right.
7 o'clock. And today they'll be talking about Bri.
We'll be talking about why
Okay.
Singaporean men and women cannot get together.
Oh, yes. So apparently you guys are getting it on, people. So get it on with them at Point Blank at 8.
And we're downloadable.
Yes, and this is Razorisms with all the gang.